So today I have a new orchid. This one is another Phalenopsis. I think I'm going to quit with this one as my last Phalenopsis, or some people say Phalenopsis. But yeah, this is going to be my last one. This is a full-size one. Again, I got it on clearance. It has 2 spikes. So let's take it out the bag and see what we have here. Okay, so I now have the plastic off. I tried to cut it so nice and neat, but it didn't work that well. But anyway, this was on clearance for just a couple of bucks, and it's a full-size Phalenopsis. It's another one that comes from, I believe it's Costa. Yeah, Costa Farms, if you want to see it right there. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Yeah, so it's grown by Costa Farms, and I got it from Lowe's. Oh, if you guys were interested, there's the website too. So www.costafarms.com. I have yet to check that out myself, but I will one of these days. But anyway, these are some leftover petals or blossoms that have fallen off the plant. So it looks to me as if this one was a pinkish or purplish kind of blossom. So well, it's quite a bit, so it looks like they just recently lost all of their blossoms. So my very first Phalenopsis, I actually cut the spike like right below the bottom here, like below the leaf. I didn't know. I said, well, let me see. I know I was supposed to cut the spike back, but I wasn't quite sure how far. So this time, this one's going to be my experiment, being that it has 2 spikes. I'm going to try to cut the actual nodule like 1, 2, 3. I think that was some people say. Some people say don't cut them at all, and then other people say cut them, and then some people say just leave them alone, and they may rebloom as is. So I don't know, but I'm going to try to cut this one just a little bit since it has 2 spikes, and then the other one I may just cut like 1 nodule and see how that goes. But the actual spikes are still very, very green, so that tells me that they're not dead. So I do know that much. But anyway, it looks really, really good shape. It's got a new little baby leaf. I'm going to take it out of this nasty sphagnum moss. I don't like that stuff. Yeah, some people say use it. Some people say do 50-50. But for me, what I like to do with my orchids, especially the Phalenopsis, is I put them in the bark medium, and I watch the roots in the clear pot, of course, and once a week or once every week and a half, I submerge the whole thing with the water in the basin of this pot, and then I submerge the pot into the water so that the crown is not getting wet, and then let it sit for about a half an hour to an hour and absorb all of the water, and then I watch it until the roots start to turn silvery white again. And so far, that's worked for me. I've had now about, I don't know, maybe about 8 Phalenopsis, and I have some miniature ones, and then I have some semi-miniature, and then I have the regular size. And out of them, I say about 6 have grown new leaves since I've been taking care of. So I think I'm doing something right. So this is all a learning process for me. So please stay tuned and hang in there with me. And you can give me tips if you have special tips that I like to hear. Feel free to comment below. But otherwise, stay tuned at the end. I'll show you pictures of this cute little baby all potted up. So thanks for watching this video. Until the next time, have a great day. Bye. Well, it's not over yet. I thought you guys may want to see me actually cut the little spikes back. So I have a pair of little like scissors. These are actually meant to cut like small animals' toes. So what I've done is I've actually sterilized them in some sea breeze, which has a high content of alcohol in it. And so I hadn't really used them. These were for my baby rabbit when she was a baby, but we don't really cut her toes. That's a whole nother story, but she gets them trimmed, believe that. But anyway, so I have these, and I just found them. So I said, oh, these would be great to cut the spikes of my orchids. And I like how they're like, you know, sort of circular in shape, so they really hold on. So like how it holds on here as I can do it. So anyway, I'm going to do this one. This is 1, 2, well, technically that's 1, 2, 3. So do you cut below? Do you cut above? I think I'm going to cut it right there. And look, it was easy as pie. So I'm going to leave that one. And I cut it at an angle, as you can see. And I'll put, well, I don't want to put cinnamon because that may dry it up. So I'll leave that one as is. And this one, I'm not going to do the same process where I did the 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to cut it just like right here, just to see what happens. So that's still like almost 3. But yeah, so I'll just cut that one. And I'm going to leave that one as is too. So if it blooms again, guys, I will definitely keep you guys posted to share any updates with this one. Right now, I was naming all of the orchids, but I've come to so many that I am no longer naming them, so they are numbers. So this is number 8. So yeah, this is orchid number 8. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is orchid number 7's root. As I just showed you guys, I cut the spikes a little bit at the tips, and I just took it out of its soil, or actually medium, which was a sphagnum moss. And so this poor little baby does not have very healthy looking roots. I'm going to zoom in and let you guys see. Sorry, the lighting is very poor here. It's at nighttime, and I just figured I'd go ahead and do this because I felt like it. And sometimes you just don't feel like doing videos and stuff, so I said I better do it while I can. But anyway, look at the poor baby's roots. Yeah, it's definitely going to need some time to recover those roots, so it may or may not bloom for me. So I will keep you guys posted in the event that it does, but I'm not going to cut the spikes. I'm going to leave them. I did find a dead leaf, so the base leaves are dying around the crown, which I don't know if you guys can see, but this leaf here, it's very dehydrated. Although the sphagnum moss was slightly damp in the center, most of it was very dry. So yeah, it just has poor care conditions, and I think that's why Lowe's is constantly putting these flowers on clearance, because the staff, I guess, can't figure out how to really care for them. And when you have them in these bags, that makes it extra hard to water. So I can see how all the things that are going wrong with the stores and growing them long term, because they just don't know how to care for them. They can't get through the bag. Then the sphagnum moss either holds too much water, or they water it too little. So either their plants are getting severely dehydrated, or they're getting overwatered, which is pretty sad, because orchids are so beautiful and they're really not that hard to take care of. It took me a little bit to figure that part out. They're actually really easy, especially this size ones. The miniature ones need a little bit more water. But anyway, that is my gripe. So I'm going to see if I can save this little baby. Again, it wasn't that expensive. It cost me only a couple of dollars, so it's not a huge loss, but I don't like to lose anything, so I'm hoping to get it to grow. So stay tuned. I will definitely and surely keep you guys posted. Thanks. And I'll have the pictures finally at the end. Okay, bye-bye. So here is my Phalenopsis now that it has been potted, and I actually had soaked it, so that's what that trail of water is going back there. I had soaked the bark medium and its container water. I disinfected the actual little plastic container as well as the pot and some Clorox bleach. And here is the actual pot that it came with. And the stems are looking pretty good. As you can see, it's very long. And there's the other one there. And so what I did this time as a little bit of an experiment is I have a whole bunch of eggshells that I've crushed, and I actually mixed that into the pine mulch that I had purchased for this Phalenopsis. So I don't know if you guys can see those little speckles of white. Those are actually eggshell pieces, and I had drilled a hole there. So I drilled 4 holes all the way around the pot on each side. And then at the bottom it already had a good drainage of holes that it came that way when I bought the plant. So we will see how this one grows. I don't know if you guys can see, but there are some tiny little spots on that leaf that are red. So if any of you guys know what those spots are, they're not anything that looks like it's indented in there. It looks like it's just a variegation of the plot, so I don't know if that's some type of disease or something, but I'm gonna see what happens. Like I said, I got this for just a few dollars, so no harm, no foul, but I'm hoping to get it to grow and see what color. I think this one was going to be the pretty palish pink one, so that will be lovely to add to my collection. So maybe the spotting on the leaves is some type of variegation of that. I don't know, but yeah, if you guys know, let me know. But I'll have some pictures at the end. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for future updates. Bye.